Been curious about how systems work, and maybe more importantly, how they break, then you are in exactly the right place. Today, I'm going to be your mentor, and I'll give you the roadmap from your very first step all the way to landing a career. So let's jump right in. Let's start with the big question, right? The one that probably got you interested in the first place. This is really the heart of what we're talking about today, how to turn that curiosity into a powerful, in-demand, and honestly, a really rewarding career. So, let's dive into this and first understand what it truly means to be an ethical hacker. It's about a lot more than just typing code. It's a mindset, a discipline, and a commitment to being one of the good guys in this digital world. At its core, ethical hacking is all about thinking like an attacker to help the defenders. You're legally hired to find the security holes and the weak spots before the actual bad guys do. It's about helping companies protect their most valuable stuff. And this really draws a clear line in the sand. On one side, you have the white hats. That's us. We operate with permission, with a code of ethics, all to make things better. And on the other side, you've got the black hats, who do it illegally for their own benefit. This journey is all about learning to be a hero. Okay, so every great journey starts with that first step, right? Before we can get to the really cool stuff, we have to lay down an absolutely rock-solid foundation. Let's talk about the essential groundwork you'll need. These first 3 steps are your boot camp. Seriously, you have to know how computers tick, you need to understand how they talk to each other over a network, and you absolutely must get comfortable with Linux. Mastering these is completely non-negotiable for success. And getting comfortable on the command line is a huge part of that. You'll work in different environments. So, for example, in Linux, you'll use ifconfig to check your network settings, but on Windows, it's ipconfig. Listing files, that's ls in Linux and dir in Windows. The thing is, most of the powerful hacking tools are built for Linux, so mastering its commands is a real game changer for you. All right, so once you've got that foundation poured and set, it's time to start building the house. This is where you really begin to learn the hacker's craft and pick up the tools of the trade. So these next 3 steps are where you really go from theory to practice. You'll learn the core cybersecurity concepts, the why behind attacks. You'll pick up some basic programming, not to become a full-on developer, but to automate tasks and build your own simple tools. And then, finally, you get your hands on the real hacking tools, turning all that knowledge into real action. Okay, you're putting in the work. You're building these skills, but what's the payoff? What does the future actually look like? Let's check out the incredible opportunities that are waiting for you. As you can see, ethical hacker isn't just a single job. It's this huge umbrella term for all sorts of specialized roles. You could become a penetration tester, where you get paid to legally break into things, or a cybersecurity analyst, defending networks in real time. The list goes on and on. And because the demand for these skills is absolutely exploding, the financial rewards that come with that expertise are pretty significant. You can see how as you get more experience and move up the ladder, your value in the marketplace just keeps on growing. So how do you prove you've got what it takes? Think of these certifications as your official license. They are a fantastic way to show employers you have the skills they're looking for, and they're especially helpful for getting your foot in the door when you're just starting out. Now, this next point is absolutely crucial. Learning all this stuff is great, but it's not enough. Real skill, real expertise is forged in the fire of hands-on practice. I cannot stress this enough. This is the single most important rule for you to remember on your journey. You can read every book and watch every tutorial, but cybersecurity is a practical skill. Consistent practice is what builds the muscle memory and the intuition you need. So where can you practice safely and legally? Well, these platforms are like your virtual gym. They are safe, legal environments where you can hone your craft against real-world scenarios, building up your skills one machine at a time. A great way to start gaining experience and even earn some money is by finding small security bugs on platforms like HackerOne or BugCrowd. You can start small, document what you find really clearly, and build your reputation with every single bug you report. A professional portfolio is how you show, not just tell, what you can do. It's your personal proof of skill. Create a GitHub for your code, write some blog posts to explain what you're learning. Teaching is the best way to learn, after all, and document all your hard work. I want to share this because it's so important for you to know that people just like you are succeeding in this field every single day. I once mentored a student who had zero tech background. After 6 months of just dedicated lab practice, they found their first critical bug for a major tech company. Your background does not define your future. Your dedication does.
Okay, we're almost there. Before you start on this exciting path, I have one final critical mission brief for you. One golden rule.
This is it. This is the golden rule. The line between being a hero and a villain is permission. Always, always have explicit permission before you test any system. Crossing that line has serious consequences, so always stay ethical. You have the map. You have the first steps. The digital world out there desperately needs defenders. So, the only question left is one you have to answer for yourself. Is your journey starting now?